again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beards and Board Games with me, Georgie. Today, something kind of different again. Another guest review today is one of my good friends, Baker. He is currently got a slot on Board Game Blender at the Dice Tower. He does a bunch of reviews, does some card close-ups and things on his channel. So definitely check it out. I'll be posting links and things below. So without further ado, let's have a look at Baker's review of Lord of the Rings, the card game.
Hey, Georgie, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Good to be here. I just wanted to come on and kind of talk a little bit about my channel and, it's kind of a get-to-know-you type thing. My channel is called Board Online, Board Offline. It's basically, I try to make it to be a one-stop shop where you can come, you can find a video for an unboxing of a game, and then a rules video for that game, and then a gameplay and a review, and we even do what's called a card close-up where we take a close look at all the cards, every single card in the game. Currently working on getting through all the cards in Star Wars Imperial Assault, so really there's no game that's too big. I might even do Thunderstone Advance one day, which that game's got like 500 cards in it. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about some stuff that's been going on my channel recently. The most recent review was of Lord of the Rings, the card game. Now, this game is pretty popular. It's got a pretty large fan base. They still come out with expansions pretty much monthly. It's a living card game, so those come out with expansions pretty quickly. And even though as popular as it is, and when I initially played it, I really liked it a lot, but it really fell flat for me. I gave it a 57%, I think. 57% on my channel. And I want to talk a little bit about that because some people seem to be confused about my reasoning for this. And, I know that there's a group of people that will love and do love this game. It's definitely marketed to a specific person. But with this game, with Lord of the Rings, the card game, the living card game from Fantasy Flight Games, you need to go into it knowing that you have to buy more than just the base set. Because in the base set, there's only 3 scenarios. And on top of that, the third scenario, almost impossible to beat with the cards they give you. This is a cooperative game where you're playing against the game, you and some friends. You're playing against the game. You're not playing against other people. And there's really just about no way to beat that third scenario. It's so difficult with the cards they give you in the base game. So you have to buy more to be able to fully enjoy the base game. And to me, that is, I'm just not willing to do that. That's not an okay marketing strategy for me, and it's not an okay way for a game to be built. It's, to me, no different than a paywall in a app that has online purchases. With the difference though is that this game you have to pay for it ahead of time. You're spending $35 on this game, and then you have to spend more to be able to beat the game you just bought. And that is where the big problem for me was. It was just far too difficult. I'm judging this as a base set, okay? I'm not looking at it as, well, when you add this other stuff in, then I'm paying an additional $20 at a time, an additional $15 at a time. How much is that going to increase my enjoyment? No, I got to look at it as the base set because that's what they're selling you. And it feels incomplete. It feels far too difficult with what they've given you to work with. And it's unfortunate because the gameplay itself, if you just look at it from, with the first mission, so much fun, and that was pretty easy to beat. The second mission, very, very challenging, still a lot of fun. The mechanics in the game, the resources they use where, you have your 3 heroes and they collect resources that are then used to summon cards and summon spells and attachments and other allies and stuff like that. All of that works really, really well. But for them to create a base set that requires you to buy more cards, I just can't get past that. I think it would be different if it was a head-to-head game, a 2-player head-to-head game, because in that case, there would be no requirement to continue buying, because if you just play against the other players with what is in that base set, no one's going to have advantage over the other because the game's going to, theoretically, is going to be balanced properly. I've said this in some other posts. Warhammer 40K Conquest is a game that I find pretty intriguing, and I want to get a chance to play that. That's an LCG, but it is a two-player head-to-head, and so you're not going to have this situation where the game is designed to beat you down so that you buy more cards. Now, in that case, if you want to buy more cards, you can to increase your enjoyment and as far as your variety. But with Lord of the Rings, the card game, you have to buy more just to be able to beat the game. Love it. So thanks for having me on again, Georgie. Hope we can do this again sometime. You got to come over to my channel and shoot a video over there. Y'all can find me on Twitter @BoardOffline. I'm on BGG. I'm on Board Game Blender every other week over on the Dice Tower. So look me up in any of those places. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.
So everyone, that was Baker's review of Lord of the Rings living card game. Played it a couple of times myself at one of my friends' houses. Got to kind of agree. The game seems pretty solid. I guess I'll do a review of it myself at one point. But anyway, thanks again, Baker, for doing a review of the game. Thanks again for being such an awesome guy. Love your channel, love your videos, love your segment on Board Game Blender. I'll sure as hell be doing a video on your channel soon enough. Thanks again, everyone, for watching another episode of Beards and Board Games with me, Georgie. Catch you guys later.